Good morning, good afternoon, however this may be finding you. My name is Shay Jane from Waste It Limited. This is Mind in Your Business podcast. We have Zac on the show today. Zac, please introduce yourself and let us know a bit about your business.
Hi everyone, I'm Zac, and I've been working on Throwback Fashion with yourself, full time. I'm happy to be here. A little bit nervous, but I'm glad to be talking about it.
First podcast for you and me, ain't it?
It is, yes.
So looking forward to it. It is a bit. So we both co-own the business with Throwback Fashion.
We do.
I'd like to sort of talk a bit about yourself before we get into all of that.
Cool.
So where did it first start with you and how you ended up then jumping into something that was completely new to you as well?
Yes, so as you know, but before Throwback Fashion, I was doing a maths degree, Masters in Maths at Queen Mary, for 4 years, straight out of, I went through the whole of the education system from A-levels to straight to uni, got the degree, and then I remember vividly I love this story. So first, of my last exam, after my last exam, we went for a meal, lovely Indian, and he proposed the idea to me of Throwback Fashion. I was like, yeah, let's go. Because I didn't have any plans after uni, specifically. So I was just thinking, any opportunity I would like to take, and then I took it.
Right. So when I first threw that idea, as well, did you have a big background in clothes before?
To be fair, zero, absolutely nothing. I remember I was not into fashion at all. Like I could look into my wardrobe and I would not know any of the brand names at all. But as we will see, I quickly got used to all the brands, started learning them, and now I'm repping Stone Island at the minute. So one of my favourites, to be fair.
Found your favourites now. Then,
yes,
have you?
One of them.
So that's the interesting thing about it as well. So when that first idea come to you, I guess, what was you thinking in the sense, I know you didn't have a plan and all that, but then I know you had a conversation with me that you had someone that kind of motivated you to sort of take on opportunities.
Yes, so during my graduation, there was a guy, I think his name was Simon something, brilliant guy. He was receiving a PhD actually. He was a lecturer there, and he gave a wonderful speech about if you've got an opportunity there waiting, don't hesitate. You just have to take it. And if you've got nothing else going on, then why not? Type thing.
I think that's really good advice because I think a lot of people sit there and ponder instead of sort of taking action as well.
Yes.
And they let a lot of opportunity go by instead of actually taking the opportunity to try something new and see where it takes them. So as we'll get into this sort of podcast and what you sort of learned along the way and then how it's ended, I think it's you probably picked up a load of skills that you wouldn't have picked up originally from maybe going a different route.
That's right. And you're spot on with the whole taking a leap and doing something new, because I didn't know anything about clothes, and going into the business setting, I'd never done that. I didn't have a business degree to my name. With business, you just kind of roll with the punches and just learn as you go.
God, there's a lot of learning, ain't there?
Oh, there is.
There is. What do you think one of the biggest things you've learned through this journey? Because I know there's been proper experiences where we've had loads go on, loads of ups and downs for sure.
Indeed. Yes.
Couple bump heads on certain things, but at the end of the day, I think we've both come a long way through it and learned a lot.
Indeed.
So what do you think that real sort of lesson for you that really stands out that you're quite glad you've learned?
I don't think I've told you this, but time management.
Time management. Okay.
So learning you're gonna have loads of problems. You're gonna have problems every day in a business, but it's just realizing which ones are priority each day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd lean into right, I've got these little things to do. I'll focus my time on those because I know how to do them. But you need to just tackle the bigger ones first sometimes.
Or tackle the important ones.
That's it.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying because we've had a few sort of issues. I know at the start you sort of wanted to push to the side.
Yeah.
But I think what you've learned as well that I've noticed is that it makes the problem worse.
It does.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
So it's better to sort of jump on it. Because I always say that if you have a problem, there's always going to be a solution for that problem. So I try to share that with you, and I think you've sort of took that advice on, and you have now, because even with the most recent one we've had, even though it wasn't mentioned, what we'll get into,
we can mention that one,
but you was dealing with it.
Yes.
And again, at the first time, you probably wouldn't have dealt with it at all and just sort of let it sit there and thing, but you actually technically was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
you just didn't want to sort of make it come to light.
Of course.
But as I say, we'll get into that one, which is quite a funny one. But again, I think that's the good thing about it. So time management is definitely a massive thing when it comes to business, because there's 100 different things, if not thousands of different things you can be doing with your time.
Yeah.
And it's also knowing what to put the time into. So definitely if you have that checklist of like what you can do. So a good thing I've done, so there's a network group that I go to, and they actually have on the table 2 weeks worth of this pad that actually has a list where you list everything down, what you've got to do. Then you put like a urgency sort of rating to it. So it's like, this one needs to be done. This one can sort of wait around a bit. And you go like that, and then you write down how much time it's going to roughly take, and then you slowly tick off with the urgency stuff, and it's quite a good strategy. I know Lee, who does my insurance, really good friend of mine. He actually really enjoys using the pad, and it's something that I think he's even incorporated into his workspace with his other employees. So
for sure.
Yeah, time management is massive.
Something with that in a maths degree actually. It's called a Gantt chart. If anyone wants to look that up, it's how to like prioritize. You've got all these tasks. You just have to manage them in like a chart setting.
Oh, wicked! And that's called the Gantt chart.
Gantt chart. Yeah.
Have you started applying that?
No, I should have.
No, but it's good though. Like I say, I know you've shown me a few things with Excel.
That's it.
Definitely a whiz when it comes to Excel sheets. Set a few up for waste it for me.
Yeah, and that goes into that I was going to mention, like knowing what tasks you can do and what you can't do. Yeah. So like outsourcing things, like realizing what you can't do, and not just like shutting it off, like asking, like you said, like your business partner, see if they can do it first.
Because that's something that I think we had that conversation, didn't we, at first, where again you found it hard to ask to things. So do you want to talk about that sort of thing? So one thing I realised, and it was obviously took a while to get to there. So I guess the best way I put it was, you're usually being the smartest one in the room.
Correct. Yeah.
Still probably is the case in the majority
in some
of
settings.
In some settings, but with being so new to the clothes and all that, there was a lot to learn.
Yes.
Something that I was more than happy to sort of share with, and I think you were quite determined to tackle it yourself.
Yeah.
And again, it could have just sped up the process. So something that I think I explained was that, don't be afraid to sort of use someone else in a sense that could speed up the process. Always take the advice and also ask for the help, because it's sort of like a problem shared is a problem halved.
That's it.
So that was a good learning curve, I think, and I definitely think that helped with the going forward, because we learned from that massively, didn't we?
Yeah.
So you would ask me if I knew how, and I again with the Excel sheets and stuff like that. You jumped in and did it in a matter of like
what
minutes.
I can do in a minute, it might take you longer to do. But
I wouldn't get done.
no, just sit there.
No, I think that is definitely a key thing when it comes to a business, because that comes down to as well, like when running a big business, people don't like letting go of certain tasks. Yeah. So like definitely if you're a one-man band, for example, a lot of people will be running a business and doing like silly amount of different jobs. Like think you got your books, you got to do the actual manual work, if there's any of that.
Social media stuff.
That's
like that.
it. Yeah, exactly that. So I think when I talked to Lewis about it, to be fair, it's very much like you do have to start slowly giving bits up.
Yeah.
And I always look at it as, say you can make £40 an hour, but pay someone like a less wage to do that. Yeah. If you can cover their wage as well as getting that done, and it pays for it.
That's right.
If you can spend more time on the thing that draws it in. So that's another thing I think businesses like look at. And I think that's definitely a massive thing when you start progressing, when you start being able to do that.
You're correct. I think as well, when you start a business, you're hesitant to let go of these certain things. Like think, right, social media, I'll try and tackle it. I really want to get good at this, but maybe in the end, you may be good, you may be not. And if you're not, then you can't just stick at
it's a hard one, social media, because there's so many people like bang on with it now, ain't there? So like definitely when it comes to even it's more than just sort of taking a video, ain't it?
Yeah.
Cameras, lighting, editing, music onto it.
One big thing, and this isn't just for social media, but AI. It's just being on top of that. It's crazy. It's everyday life now, and like the way AI is used, especially in social media, with things like Canva, you just need to be able to use it.
Oh mate, honestly, it's so quick. Again, another one. Speaking to Lewis again, it's going to get mentioned a lot in this podcast, Lewis, but is Claude.
I've heard
he's
of
really
that.
telling me jump on it, like, and that's a massive thing. He was sending me literally last night, like 12 o'clock,
Wow.
pinging over like how it can do like invoicing and all this sort of thing for you, and you give it the information, or you're saying that if you can now record your screen and it will then pick out the info that it needs. And honestly, so I haven't gone right in depth with it, but he's probably getting clued up with it, and he's saying it's a great bit of kit. So I definitely think that's a AI tool that a lot of people are going to be taking right use for. It's crazy because it's going to. Do you think they're going to replace a lot of jobs?
Easily.
It's
just which jobs they're going to replace.
Yeah.
I mean, anything manual labour, like eventually is going to be taken. And I think the only jobs that are going to be left are maybe like people facing, or just like coding itself, like coding these AI, but then they might be able to do it themselves.
The thing, supposedly that Claude can even do coding. That's what he's saying. Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? Do you think it could replace reselling of the old luxury clothing?
Well, there you go. You could have an AI avatar just on camera selling bags eventually.
It's the thing, like, I guess you got a robot, doing it, but then I guess it's the sourcing and all stuff. But then again, it might get quicker at that.
That's it.
So obviously, authentication's a big thing in our industry when coming with that, ain't it? So that's something that we've had great experiences with, ain't we? You buy a product, and then you do the authentic, and it's fake, and then you got to deal with it.
The ball ache of taking it back.
And if you don't send it back in time because you've been busy and all that, like I had that with Two Stone Island, just didn't get around to it, and then you're left out of pocket because you know what I mean, you can't sell it.
No,
so that goes straight in the bin. So that's another thing. How did you find it? Because you got quite clued up with the authentication a bit yourself. You're doing quite a good bit of research into it.
To be fair, like, it depends on the brands, especially like Stone Island, CP Company, things like that. They're quite easy to authenticate because they have these tags. I don't know if you
got
can
the QRs.
see.
That's
tag
it,
inside CLG number. You can use a QR to scan.
Even the older models with the, I think it was 8
art number, something like that.
That's it. Yeah. So they're quite straightforward, ain't they?
Yeah, but then there's some other brands which you have to be a bit more careful with. The older the item is, the harder it is sometimes.
God, like some of the Louis Vuitton bags we had. What was his last night? 1984.
It was from 1984. 40 something years old.
The condition of it was actually wicked, isn't it? Speedy.
Very good.
Very nice bag. Yes. So with going into like the luxury, and let's get a bit back on the topic about the throwback fashion. Now, so when we first started, obviously we didn't just jump straight into luxury, did we?
Of course.
So we were started with a very hectic schedule. So
we started with clothes.
Well, we did, clothes. So we started with right mix of brands, and I think this is something we also learned, and we can get into that conversation when we were going down the route of the AI tool. What opened up our eyes with how we were dealing things, but it was going really strong at the start.
Yeah.
So we had it was yourself, and we started with selling on Vinted.
That's it.
Do you remember that?
I remember you bringing all the clothes in, and I'd be literally, my days were just listing hundreds of items on Vinted of brands I was still unaware of and still learning.
Mate,
that was the biggest thing, because it wasn't just like a select number of brands. It could be anything you bought.
I think that definitely increased your brand knowledge very, very quickly. Because again, I guess we had the Ralph Lauren, Hugo Boss, Levi jeans, some other brands that you think off the top of your head that you think you see a few
Lacoste
times?
Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh, you like a bit of Tommy Hilfiger, don't you? Now?
I do like my Tommy.
But that's the thing. So I guess you get so many things in so quickly as well. On a rough, I don't know, I think we were doing some days 80 to 100 items uploaded. So we were really trying to smash through it.
Yeah.
But it just, the time that we were spending on it, it was accumulating.
It did accumulate, but it was worth it in the beginning, I think. Like the way it'd work, I'd like upload things during the day, then at the evening, because I didn't know the prices either for these brands. So Shay would have to go away in the evening and just list all these items till like midnight.
Oh man, it was a mad little setup. I think it worked quite well, like I say. But then again, it was a great starting point.
Yeah.
I think because I'd done the clothes previously that year, and I was doing it myself. So what I was doing was going to car boots, sourcing out items, because I have an alright brand knowledge, I'd say.
I'll bet the mine.
And I was picking out the bits that I know and would check them over, and you know what I mean. Again, find some good gems, and then what I'd do, go back, list them up, and I was doing that for you, and I did quite good, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie. When I was doing it originally at the start, we surprisingly how much I actually made in the matter of 2 months, to be fair, from doing it. So it was good. So I thought, next year I definitely want to jump back on that and do it.
Yeah.
So going into it, I thought, all right, then we had the conversation. I thought, I want to take it, make it that next step, speed it up. And I think it did work really well through that summer.
It did.
Because we also then employed our other employee, that was Teddy. He come on for doing the streaming, because that's when we sort of stepped away from Vinted and we went into live shopping.
You did.
How did you think of that?
So we went to Tilt, which is a nice. It was British based in the start, but now they've expanded to a few
countries.
Yeah, like Poland, Spain,
That's
European ones.
Yeah.
It was literally. So I'd had streaming experience before. So I used to stream on Twitch during university. I used to stream a game called Trials, if anyone knows, which you got me into. To be fair, it was a nice bike game. So I had been familiar with like being on camera, but I do remember the first stream I did with you. I was a nervous wreck.
Really? You remember it?
Oh, of course. It's just like knowing what to do. Like you're standing there with like an audience,
and then again you're trying to sell clothes. Again, I guess you're still learning about as
That's
well.
It,
but again,
this Lacoste, I've just learned the name of it. I'm not sure what it is though. £10.
It worked though.
It did.
I don't know, and it developed quick because I know definitely when we had Teddy, I'd come back some days from like obviously doing the sort of waste because obviously I was on the side of that as well.
Yeah.
And it'd be like you've done like £700 in the matter of the first morning. I'd be like, oh really? Like, do you know what I mean? That's good.
Yeah.
And it definitely showed the potential of where it could go.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very interesting at the start. Like I said, going from Vinted and it speeded up the process.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think live shopping is going to be one of them things that the more people start finding out about it, the better it's going to get.
Yes.
Like as we know, even from when we first started on Tilt,
That's it.
from like me on it last night because I had a bit of break from the streaming side of things.
Yeah.
The Snap AI.
Yeah, the AI feature. So you literally just speak into the camera of what the item is, and it just lists it for you.
Crazy, isn't it?
Quick.
So that alone just is a massive game changer from the start. So I streamed a bit on Tilt before we did as well. I know it's just a matter of like snap a picture, you'd have to fill it all in, all the different bits, and then upload. It's a bit long process, but it was really good for quick bundle buyers. I think that's sort of slowed down now. I think people don't really look for bundles on there. Not a lot of resellers grabbing their stock from there.
Yeah,
I know we went to like Fleet, didn't we? They're like sort of headquarters, so that's a big thing. A lot of people buying parcels off of that.
Yeah. That's another thing I've had through this experience, like business, like going to all these different events.
Yes.
Fleek. I went to a Tilt training event. That was really cool.
Yeah, you enjoyed that, didn't you?
That was good. Yeah.
You met a lot of people that you still speak to now.
It's the networking side as well.
Yeah.
The people you meet who you know, even if you're not doing this for the rest of your time, you may speak to them in the future.
Even when they're still streaming, still up on and say hello and all that and support what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's the thing I noticed. You've definitely got a bit of a community on Tilt now with people that you're very, very familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
So you speak to them, you're happy to ask questions. Everyone sort of helps each other there as well.
They do.
So I think that's good. Like I said, I never got to experience the training there. I was busy that day because we were both meant to go, weren't we? And then I ended up getting caught up. But
waylaid, of
course. I said,
I
think you took a lot from that.
Yeah.
And I think you applied it very, very well when you come back to the stream.
Yeah.
So I definitely think them sort of days that they were offering, but even with what we done the other day for eBay.
That's it. Yeah.
What do you think of that compared to that training day and how that process? Because that's very new and very upcoming.
So this is regarding eBay Live. They've just started their own like live streaming service, which is surprised has taken so long because they've been a big dog in the game for so long.
Yeah.
And we jumped on a call with them, just kind of explaining like the onboarding for the lives. It was very streamlined. Like they knew what they were doing.
Oh mate, organised.
Hour and a half call, knew exactly what we needed to do, and we're going to be going live. So interested to try it out.
Well, tonight I think.
Possibly tonight,
tonight, yeah.
That's
so we'll see how that goes. Yeah. We did try it sort of yesterday.
Tried it yesterday, but then there was a technical issue. But I've dealt with that now.
Got it fixed. IT department.
There you go.
It's been called. But no, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes, to be honest, because again, they've just bought Depop as well.
That's it.
So I wonder how that app gets, because eBay has a lot of tech.
They do.
And they've definitely got a lot of money to sort of
behind it.
I think they bought it, I want to say it was 120 million. And I think it originally sold to, what company was it? Etsy. I think they bought it for 150 million. I think. Don't quote the numbers might be wrong. I know they got it cheaper than what Etsy they bought it for, whatever. But
because we never jumped onto Depop, did we? It's kind of like the parallel to Vinted.
I feel like with Depop, I'm not gonna lie, it's still got quite a bit of a community on there though.
For sure.
Because I think Vinted definitely have smashed it out of the park. But when I've looked on there recently, what was interesting?
Oh yes,
But yeah, like I think there's a lot of fakes on there though.
For sure.
I think Vinted has slowly started getting a lot of that as well.
Yeah.
But quite obvious, but then again, I'm thinking like, well, I know
Obvious
I've
to
bought
us, but then for the general buyer, they think, oh, £10 for a Stone
Oh yeah,
Island
oh
top.
mate, some people, yeah, probably,
Cash.
yeah, oh crazy.
Yeah.
But then again, well, I don't know, it's mental really. I think their policy on there as well. If someone sold you fake, it was obvious fake. You wouldn't even have to sort of send it back. But now it's like you still have to send it back, and you have to pay the postage.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy really, because I had the issue with the Stone Island jacket. Someone sold me a Stone Island jacket that was like completely mint, for it, like very good condition, no marks was in the title of it.
Yeah.
Received it. I don't know what someone had done to the side of this jacket, but yeah, it was a wreck. More than just marked. And I thought, right, okay, I'll speak to them, just let them know. They're like, oh, so sorry, we had it dry cleaned before and all that. Showed me a picture of a dry cleaning. Now, it must have happened in like transit.
Yeah. Oh dear.
And I thought, what's going on here? Like, you know what I mean? The package come perfectly fine. It's definitely, you know what I mean? So then, yeah, they ended up making me pay for the postage. And funny enough, as I'd gone to post that parcel back, I ended up getting a parking ticket. So,
Oh, you said, yeah. There was a similar story I had with, do you remember a Gucci bag that sold? So it was like it was a messenger, Gucci bag messenger.
yeah.
Sold it fine. It had a mark on it anyway.
Oh,
Remember this?
yes,
Yeah.
I know that.
So it had a mark. The person bought it, received it, and then we received it back in
That was it.
a very odd state.
Oh,
and then I got a
poor
message
condition.
back from him, and he said, "Oh, I took it to the dry cleaners, and they said that it was irreparable." First of all, you don't take a Gucci bag to the dry cleaners.
Yeah, so I know how that one went. So basically, what happened was he tried to get it restored,
Yeah,
and that was it. They said they could restore it, and I don't know who was restoring.
they did the reverse of
yeah,
that.
yeah. Literally ate away at somehow the canvas as well. Took it to like blank.
Yeah,
yeah. That was the Gucci satchel. I forget the name of it. It's quite a nice bag, but yeah, that one was.
Well, it used to be quite
Used
nice.
to be, yeah. But yeah, we ended up letting it go on a £1 no reserve, didn't we?
We did, and it went quite cheap, and someone got a bargain.
Someone got a deal, yeah. But it was a nice bag, like it probably fit a sort of a small like Mac in there, would you say?
Yeah,
yeah, nice bag.
sure.
But yeah, so yeah, absolutely.
They're just kind of the type of cases you get with
you're gonna
when you
get
sell
it,
things.
You're gonna get it. Like we've had some mad ones, really.
Oh yeah.
Again, with even like parcels like going missing and stuff like that. I know Lewis has had some true dramas with like again parcels and all that, certain services, and it's hard. It's one of them things like you really have to read the small print. Like we got in the habit of now insuring parcels and stuff like that was a must.
Yeah,
ain't it? Definitely with like some of them. What happened? A Louis Vuitton bag we sent, but it had the lock attached in transit. It had pulled off the bag, wasn't it? The Speedy, Louis Vuitton Speedy. Really nice. It was Field, wasn't it?
Field.
Yeah, really nice geezer.
Return buyer. We get the return buyers.
Yeah, get a few return buyers. Yeah, speak to them in chat, don't we?
That's it. That's a good thing about it as well. Like not just like the one-off purchases. When someone comes back and knows
you
you're
build up
authentic.
a bit of like you can actually speak to your customers as well.
That's it.
Instead of it just selling online, I guess you have a bit of like a relationship between your customers, and you can check in with one another, make sure everyone's happy. Then they even come in, thanks for buying, really happy with the products, the reviews on the live.
That's it.
That always helps.
Then it spreads the love to other people who come in.
Oh, 100%. And because it's hard to build up trust in early stages with like we still get people coming in now like,
of course,
is this real? It's
easily. Yeah,
showing our face on camera.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
No.
Carl, we are talking about that. Should we
I
go into about the
I know this.
Carl, mate, this is a mad one. So yeah, we sold a Ralph Lauren kids jacket that was, again, I think it was quoted. It was a really nice one, puffer, really really good quality jacket. Now it said, I don't know if that estimate would be around £80 it could have been sold for, supposedly. That was like the rough estimate. Well, you sold it for £25.
25, which is a steal.
Yeah, absolute steal to someone. 25 quid. Anyway, this person's bought this, got an absolute great price on it. I believe it was just over a month later, so about 5 weeks, just shy to 6. We had a message they wanted a refund because they believed the jacket was fake.
Yeah.
And then you replied straight away like, "Oh, please, like, you know, we authenticate all right, blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
And I said, "I'll just make sure to get all the photos. We know what we're getting." And the thing, and it was because basically they'd washed the jacket, so it was a puffer jacket. Yeah, the wrong way, and stuck it in a washing machine with a puffer, and because it had like deflated in a sense.
Yeah.
Suppose that meant it was fake. They'd supposedly gone into flannel stores and asked them. I'm not gonna lie, if I worked in flannels and they have a clue about, like, do you know what I mean?
No.
So if I see a deflated Ralph Lauren jacket, I'd probably be like, yeah, of course that's fake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, with my knowledge now, do you know what I mean? But yeah, we had it authenticated twice off the picture we sent. All come back authentic, but still determined. But then it would come in chat.
Yeah, they'd come back. They'd get their friends and family to come in and just
all
say
over 20,
slander
like,
to us.
crazy.
Yeah,
But it's a shame because it's like situations like that. Like again, I think we was very polite and helpful with the situation. Like again, if we was ever to like misauthenticate something, we'd always take a return. Do you know what I mean?
I think one of my best traits in the business was with customer service.
Well, we had really
getting
good
back to
reviews on
people.
there as well.
That's it.
So again, I remember we got a few dodgy reviews when we couldn't print off labels, even though we refunded everyone.
That's it.
And that was,
but that wasn't our fault. That was a tilt issue.
yeah.
But
Oh man.
obviously the buyers are gonna pin it on the seller.
Yeah, it's a shame. I think it's just part of business though, and it's trying to, again, customer service is massive. Definitely when you're doing something like luxury and clothes and all that, you want to keep your reviews up.
Yeah.
So trying to be bang on the ball with customers, making sure they're happy, and if there is any issues, jumping straight on it and making sure that they're happy with the outcome. Sadly, on that one, I don't think they were happy with the outcome.
No, they weren't.
But again, we can't accept something back because it's been ruined.
Yeah.
I think obvious reasons.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? And definitely 5 weeks later, like you're literally on the app. You know what I mean? It's after the refund phase. But yeah, that was a shame, I think. But like I said, it was a really nice jacket, to be honest with you. I think we've got another couple left. But coming into summer might be a bit of a sticky one to
do a little bundle for someone.
Little raffle and bundle, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. I feel like the bundles have slowly slowed down a bit. Well,
I do try to do them a lot, but I'm just willing to take them.
Nah. How do you think when we made jump from obviously like mixed brand into the luxury, do you think, what did you prefer? Like, how did you feel about that jump?
Obviously, we were doing clothes for, say, 3 or 4 months before that. So I was used to that, but then it's the allure of like these new, shiny bags, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, the, designer. And that was like one of the best parts of the business for me was getting new stock in and just seeing what it was, tagging it up, like learning about them. Because like one of the best things is like to sell, you need to be an expert at what you're selling and knowing what it is. So it was just about learning in and out of every bag.
I think believing in what you sell as well.
That's it.
So like if you do have a bit of like a passion about it, and you can understand it and sell it in a way that again you can appreciate it, I think that helps massively. Like, so for example, again, just back on that Speedy last night, it's fresh in the memory. Yeah. Like talking about it, knowing the age of it. And I think, sadly, it was a year before, wasn't it, or after her birthday?
Yeah, she wanted 1985, but it was 1984.
That was it, yeah.
And we were trying to persuade her, it's just a year in. Come on.
She already had one as well, so she would have just bought it.
That's it. She had every bag.
Crazy, yeah.
But you say that, so we had another streamer called Charlie, and he loves Burberry.
Oh, yes.
So and every time he sold something Burberry, he was just so passionate about it. And I think that's why he did well with those trench coats.
Oh, the trench coats. The trench coats are nice. We had a nice selection of them as well. I think we've got, about 4 or 5 left?
Yeah. So if
anyone
wants
quick.
Yeah.
Only a few
Whenever
sizes.
you're listening to this.
Yeah, but no, like I said, I think we've definitely had a right range of stock from shoes to bags, accessories, even the accessory bulk we had. What did we have? 100 accessories.
100 accessories,
all the way from Louis Vuitton, Hermès, Gucci, Cartier. All the box. That was an experience. £1 in them off, weren't it?
Oh, yes. Terrible.
Terrible results, but good fun, I guess.
It was
good
a
experience.
laugh.
Some people just sit there all day, like all evening or whatever, like just running things at pound. They do go, but I would be interested to see what the sort of profit margin is on it, because again, like with us, again, we weren't selling absolute like battered stuff.
I feel like it has to be your whole image, like brand image, like the biggest sellers who do that and whatnot.
Yeah,
Jonesy. That's all they do every day, all day. The volume of stock they have is just
and it's good viewership.
Immense. It is
great viewership.
It's because everyone knows what they're going in for. Yeah, and it's just the same every day.
So again, though, like I feel like when we listed, because we listed on a few, definitely with the luxury stuff, I would be intrigued at how people buy it, because again, majority of people buy to resell as well.
Yes.
From that. And again, when we've been sending good, I don't feel like it's got the traction as much. But then again, I wonder what platform they're using, because again, we jumped on eBay, didn't we, Vestiaire? Yeah. Things like that. And I'm surprised with Vestiaire that it worked for it, because I believe some of the things we were doing were for great prices for the condition. Yeah. Because it weren't a load of rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Like, even like we've got a key pull at the minute with a strap, the monogram one.
That's it.
That's nice.
Big key pull.
Yeah, I think it was a 55, wasn't it?
55 with the strap, yeah. Very rare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. So, that, do you know what I mean? And we got that.
We have got nice pieces in.
850 quid, I think we originally had that up for.
I think there's great prices, and there's greater prices. Yeah, greater. And then you're always contending with the best ones, and it's just...
I think that may be the thing with live shopping at the minute. Like, it's still a growing industry.
Of course.
Like, there's a lot of potential in live selling. Yeah. And we're only at the early stages of it. Yeah. So, I do reckon that, again, when it comes with time, then prices will slowly start creeping up a little bit better, because I think it might have been even you said this basically just like tele shopping now, but online.
Yeah.
And I
If
think
anyone
that's
remembers
right.
QVC or anything like that, they used to sell
Quality late
anything on
night
there.
channel, innit?
That's it, yeah.
But yeah, like I do feel like, again, there's so much more potential in it.
Yeah.
And again, it's still early doors, because there's a lot of people, like, when you tell people about, like, it's like, oh, I'm like, what's that? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And there's a lot of trust that needs to grow on it. I think that's another big thing. Like, the trust isn't quite there yet with a, like, do you know what I mean? It's
Of
like,
course,
it's not an
yeah.
interest. And also, definitely when it's to Ninja, for example, they sell on TikTok, I know, and they're obviously selling their products. They're a business that have, like, obviously loads of stock of the same item much quick. With us, where it's like each piece could be slightly unique, like you could have 10 speedies and all have a mark in different locations, so you can't sell it as the same.
Yes.
And again, I guess the year will affect and all
Of
this. So
course.
it's a stock-based business
Yeah.
that, again, can be hard to sort of, it's a tricky one to grow.
Yeah.
Because the amount of work that actually does go on behind the scenes, definitely with the parceling.
Oh, for sure. Oh, the parceling. That can take half a day. Depends on what you sell as well.
God, mate, we've had some busy days.
So it's hard to schedule days sometimes, because maybe one night you'll sell one item and the next day you package it, you're done. You got the whole time.
What's the biggest day you've had when it comes to parcels? I know you've had some
It was,
crazy.
there was a few. There's early on when me, you and Lewis did a stream.
Okay.
Until,
the £1 one.
yeah. It wasn't £1, but they were just running a lot. A lot of like mixed brands. Then it was the accessory stream.
Yeah, because I think 70 pieces went, if I remember correctly.
And
that was Whatnot when we first sort of started on there, so it was a different kind of posting. So you're still getting used to that.
Of course.
So,
each platform has its own posting system.
Yeah, I wonder if they will, because I think that could. Do you think that's something they could
That
improve?
can be streamlined for sure.
Do you think there's still improvements in them areas? Yeah, because again, I didn't do much postage for a while, so I know when I used to do it on Tilt back, like, way before, but it was one of them where it took time, but there was also me and sort of Lewis doing it.
Yes.
So we had like a routine where we would just smash it out and speed it up. Yeah. And again, there'll be two of us, so one would print, but again, we didn't even have a printer label machine and all stuff like that.
Wow.
So I do think that would definitely sort of help a bit, but you still reckon there's room.
There's room.
So this is the thing now where it's like, literally, it's like we've got to this point. We've learned quite a lot. We've ended up getting to a point where we're ready to grow. Yeah. And to be honest with you, it's like, it is that next step time.
It was, yeah.
You know what I mean? So where we are at now was, again, we're talking about building tech, the website. What else? Even improving the set even more with cameras and lighting. Yeah. When we got to this, like, how did you feel at that point?
I think one of the biggest milestones was jumping into the luxury.
Oh, definitely.
Like having that new set, it's kind of built in like a couple of days, and it was like, wow, we've hit this new level. Yeah. That we've seen other people do, and it was really exciting. And then, just the idea of it moving forward was really cool.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. I think definitely, like, when we were doing them sort of calls with certain, like, again, website designers, the AI tool that we had an experience with, that, again, where we learned a very valuable lesson through that, what was like a mind blowing for me, and what definitely changed the direction. Yeah. In a sense. So let's talk a bit about that, actually. So we got suggested a tool that does a lot of upload. It's a great tool, to be fair. What did you think, actually, overall, honestly, with the tool? Is there anything that would have improved?
So the tool's called Listing Monster.
That's correct.
Essentially, well, looking back when we used to upload on Vinted, basically it made that way much easier. So you just take pictures of your items and then upload it to this tool, and it would do the rest.
It's crazy what it could do. It would sort of like, I don't even think you'd have to prompt it.
You would describe the item, figure out what the item is, price it, based on like whatever, sold, if you're on eBay.
Yeah, because this tool worked very well with eBay, bear with me, Shopify, and then hopefully eBay will open up their, what is it called again? I've got the
Vinted would open their API to it.
API, yes. So Vinted hadn't, but it's a learning curve of how it will go. But of course, really good bit of kit. Patrick was the person we spoke to, really nice guy, weren't he? And then we had a call with him, and I think what the thing was, we was using our low profit items, we call it. There's a word for it, but they're sort of
low AUV.
That's it.
Average unit value.
There we go. Perfect. Yes. That's the one. So I've
learned a few things.
You kept it in the bank, but that was the sort of eye opener for us, wasn't it? So like, we was having that conversation, and we'd uploaded 300 items.
We'd uploaded 300 items with value maybe less than a tenner, and he kind of turned around and said to us, "Look, it's not up to me what you do, but I wouldn't have listed that many low value pieces, especially when you have like bags and things.
course.
So
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like a no-brainer to him, but it kind of hit us.
because we kind of went backwards with it and thought, right, we've got loads of stock that we're not really focused on at the minute. We want to build up reviews, for example. We want sort of like, again, low tickets to thing. But again, the
Yes.
time that we spent, I think it worked out was doing, what was it, 2 minutes an item?
Yeah, and
Or
it was for a
just
couple of
short?
days,
Yeah.
and then it took so long because we had such a backlog. It took
Yeah.
so long to upload them all.
Oh, it was, yeah.
And then the plan was to get more stock in to do that.
I
But
know it was, yeah.
that would have been
Nah,
too much.
that would have been too much. And I think now we're sitting with a bunch of items that ain't even in thing packaged.
Yeah.
And again, because you had to also, because we hadn't sold on eBay properly, what was it we do? The thing we was struggling with yesterday as well. Policies.
eBay and their policies. You need
Yeah,
a payment policy, other policies you need, like packing policy.
Yeah, return policy.
That's it.
So you have to have these things set up. And definitely if you want to do buy it now, auction, and what's the other one? Buy it, auction, and
Buy auction and something else.
and let it run up, or I don't know, maybe auction.
There's a lot of things to do with
yeah,
eBay.
eBay's a bit more technical when it comes to, compared to Vinted, I get. Or accept that offer.
Accept offer.
That was it. So
That's
all
it.
these policies, you have to do certain ones and you crash with that. But again, if you understand eBay, then obviously I'm not going to lie.
But when we started, it was overwhelming. It was
yeah,
like,
it was. We used to
isn't
sort of Vinted upload an item and it just sits there at a price and people can throw you an offer. It's like,
yeah.
But again, that's why they're so big. They've got things in place that,
course.
again, and why businesses, they welcome businesses.
Yes.
Great platform. So if you're a business and all that. But again, anyone that's watching this that's looking to expand their resale business, listing AI. So it's listing
Monster.
Listing Monster AI. There we go.
There you go.
Definitely
Quick
recommend.
plug.
And yeah, so shout out Patrick. Again, give him a shout.
Yeah.
He'll give you a nice little intro and he'll walk you through it all. So really, really, really good tool there for anyone that's getting into reselling.
Yeah.
Again, would you recommend people to get into reselling?
Oh, for sure. Like even as simple as like starting on Vinted. If you've got a few items, that's what a lot of people do. They've got stuff they don't wear. They just chuck it on Vinted, tenner.
It adds up, like
exactly.
I say, and then you sort of gets a bit addictive in the sense of sourcing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of them business that I think it can be hard to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
I think it takes a lot more than people expect because again, we're definitely where every item's different. How you photo it, you got to describe it. Again, a stock-based business compared to like a business that runs off of like high MVQ, is it MVQ?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
MVQ? I believe so.
No, MVQ. I think that's what you do when you're doing on construction.
Oh, is it? I'm not sure.
Do like the quantity of your items, like how many you've got or whatever. But basically, if you have like an item that you have 10,000 of, and you only have to take one picture, and you sit the rest in stock and then just pass it up. It's a lot easier than having 10 items that's the same, that's slightly different, and then you've got to get someone to pick which one they want.
But that's the whole thing of like the pre-love market. That's what we're doing.
Mate, it's a great market to be in. Like, don't get me wrong. It's also the sense that again you're giving clothes that second chance in a sense. Because again, mate, some of the stuff we get, like what people throw out, it's literally brand new, two wears, one wear if they haven't even worn it at all.
Yeah.
Like, mate, we've had some definitely like Stone Island pieces that have actually been like fresh. Even white pieces, like literally.
I know white not been worn looks like, and it's definitely changed my perspective on pre-loved. Like now, I just buy majority pre-loved because it's cheaper.
It's a no-brainer. Well, this is the thing, and again, if you can find them sort of bits that are like again fresh, like again, mate, you can find some real like even shoes. People, for example. Someone that bought 2 bags off of us, left and they didn't even bother about it. For example, you're going to get people to buy stuff just for the sake they've got a bit of a buying addiction.
Yeah,
like,
they've got too much money.
They're buying it, used it once, let it sit in like
they spent $1,000 on that, and they did. They weren't
even bothered by it. It's like it's crazy.
We're not complaining, but
definitely not complaining. But again, like, you know what I mean? It's good to have like customers like that in a sense, but it's just crazy that again, but. These are the people as well that will probably have really nice bags and stuff like that. They're sitting there and they're not using it, and they do just let them go. It's crazy when you get really in the depths of luxury and how it works, and like the B2B companies and things like that. It's a different world. Like honestly, there's really, really big companies out there that are doing it on a massive scale. And it also makes you think, like, well, where do these all come from?
I know. Where do they get this stuff from?
You know what I mean? Like,
there's a chain of supply.
It's mental. Like the amount of products they have to source to then source out. Yeah. And then because you're buying it at a good price, it's big. Like honestly, it's honestly crazy. It's a mad world. It definitely opened up to mind like how much of consumers we are.
Yeah, I know.
Even doing to be fair, even doing the waste business.
Yeah.
The amount of people like that have garages that are just filled up with stuff that they haven't touched for years.
Yeah.
And it just collects.
Yeah.
But at the same time, again, what I guess car boots are for. People pick up things they need and people sell what they don't. And it's again,
going back to that. I think one of my best pastimes is sourcing my own clothes.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favourite items is my Tommy Hilfiger jacket.
Yes.
I got it from a charity shop for 20 quid.
There you go.
Like it's,
Mate,
it's a
to be fair,
women's.
yeah.
It's a women's. It fits me. I don't care.
There you go. No, it's a lovely jacket. Like I say, it's
Yeah.
got the print down the thing. I
That's
think
it.
you've now figured out what your favourite brand is, or is that changed?
Oh, there's a few going on here.
If you had to put a little,
If I had to put my finger right, so I'm wearing Stone Island, but I think you know what my favourite brand is. Casablanca.
oh right, yeah, of course.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got me a
Casablanca.
nice Casablanca
Oh, yeah,
hoodie
the
for
hoodie.
my birthday.
And then you got sauce down it straight away.
Yeah,
and it was
I'm
white.
bad. I wear so
Yeah.
much white and I just stain it.
You don't wear too much white for long.
No, it becomes
What did you get
grey.
that? I think you had like a microwavable curry or something.
That's it.
Yeah, straight down.
Now what I do, if I wear white and I'm eating, I just take it off. Like,
Take it off.
yeah, I can't wear it. It's,
Come into the office, he's just all skins, innit? Just
yeah. Put
can't trust
just one of
yourself.
our tops on that we
Yeah,
have.
no, there you go. Yeah, then
Yeah.
someone else gets going. That's
it.
a great selling point, isn't it?
Oh dear.
But no, to be fair, like I say, sometimes it's hard wearing white sometimes, mate. It just to be fair, any colour.
Exactly.
Let's just, mate, I've had it. Definitely like even like a light grey.
Yeah.
We've had dramas. I've had a few dramas in
Oh,
there.
of
Definitely when
course.
you ride a bike or something, it rains.
Yeah. But then there's another aspect to this business. Like you learn how to like get rid of stains and things
Oh,
like
100%. You do get
Certain
on the
things.
ball with that. Even
Yeah.
like, so a big one, again, a lot of people, I don't even know if it's that big anymore. You probably have a better gist of this now with selling. Shoes.
that. Yes.
Do you think that's a dying thing?
To be fair, what, cleaning shoes?
Not cleaning shoes, no, like selling, so like shoes back when I was like in school, like Jordans, Yeezys,
Yeah.
stuff like me. I was queuing out like silly lines to raffle for a pair
Yeah.
of Yeezys, and I luckily won a few.
Wow.
Comfy shoes, by the way, like really, really good shoes. Shame with everything that's what's gone on, because now like it's rare to even see someone in it. But the man, I think Sport Direct was selling them for like 40 quid at some point. It was,
Wow.
yeah, a bit mad, really.
It is weird because at the start, when we started on Tilt, everyone was a shoe seller.
Yeah,
Everyone
100%.
£1 shoes. That was another thing. If you don't know, £1,
Yeah.
£1 no reserve. Everyone
mate.
starts something at £1
and it just
and
runs.
it just runs up to whatever it sells.
I think that's where the luxuries come in now, though.
It is.
Because I think the shoes, like people still want them, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I just don't focus on it.
Yeah.
I miss it. But I don't know. I feel like the luxury, like definitely with like the accessories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to think what's the biggest thing, right? The biggest thing on these live selling things are cards,
That's very true.
and that's
Yes.
crazy to me.
I know.
Like, do you know?
I mean, I'm a big card player. I play the One Piece card game.
Oh, do you? You play
yeah.
with cards, yeah?
Yeah.
What's that then?
So One Piece is an anime, and then most anime have a card game based on them.
Really?
And
I
you
didn't
just
know that.
it's like Pokemon or like Magic the Gathering.
Okay,
you just
yeah.
set out the cards, play different rules.
Man, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
So-
and that's the cards they're selling.
Oh,
But
okay.
most people who buy those
Yeah.
are just collectors.
So they're collecting the cards.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like Pokemon, that's massive. Like some of the cards
Yeah.
cost silly money in it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I didn't realize it. So yeah, but that's mate, definitely Whatnot.
for sure.
And
yeah.
then even like eBay, I think they've got it going
eBay,
on.
there's
And
a lot
I
on
think
there.
Tilt, so they're doing now. They're doing all. I think you
They've
sell
all got
anything on
the-
there. And
You can sell anything on Tilt now.
yeah,
There's bullion. There's like gold
Crazy.
bullion on there. There's like
yeah,
coins.
your
So
local
some
jewelers.
coins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like this is you literally. I wonder.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's done it yet. And now I think that's when like live streaming probably hit its peak.
Yeah.
Car sales.
Oh god. Yeah.
What do you reckon? Do you think
That hasn't
people
been
like
done yet, has
selling
it?
Do you know what? There's a market for something.
Oh, for
Definitely,
sure.
you know, like the auctions and stuff.
Yeah.
Who's gonna steal my idea? Here?
Mm,
But
I have
but
an
like
idea.
car sales, you know, you have like live auctions anyway,
Yeah.
and people were selling the car. Wait till like people are doing that.
Mhm.
I call that now. When they
Oh.
do like auctions, because there'll be people that can't make auctions, but if you can put it live and all the cars are like listed and you can view them
Yeah.
before.
You can look inside the car and all
Yeah,
this.
well, there'll be pictures and all that anyway. And
Yeah.
a description, the checks and all that, and they do it all
Yeah.
properly. I'm just giving out.
That's $1 billion
$1
idea.
idea.
There you go.
I'm too busy on one thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Again,
This guy has a lot of ideas.
yeah, a lot of
This guy's-
ideas, and then you get distracted too much. But no, that honestly, yeah, I actually think like that.
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be anything a bit madder than that, unless we're going down the route like boats and stuff. But,
Just
you know,
planes.
but then again, police auctions.
Police?
Police auctions. You know heard about police auctions?
No.
Oh, mate, they're quality. Mate, everything
on.
they take, they end up just auctioning off pretty much.
Oh, right. Is
So that maybe they'll be like selling watches to like
Yeah.
cars.
that legal?
Well, the police are doing it.
Oh, I guess
they
so,
make the rules,
yeah.
innit? I've never like gone to one, obviously, but I know someone that bought like a Jaguar, like a 4x4
right.
Jaguar thing, done it up and whatever, and obviously made money off it as
Fair.
well. But yeah, he bought it from one, I think, one of them police auctions.
Wow.
don't know too much. I might be completely wrong.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm not
just...
in these circles. I don't know when these things are.
No, but yeah, I'm sure they're confiscated stuff. They end up selling off to raise money for like the people that was like harmed in it and stuff.
Mm.
So yeah, you can pick up some like mad bit. Definitely like watches, jewelry, clothes. So again, people like luxury bags and that.
Yeah.
Will pick up like really good prices on like a Louis Vuitton bag, for example, from Pleeks auction, and then sell it on.
Wow.
Or have it themselves if they like it.
Yeah.
Sponsor
You this guy likes sponsoring
I
his
like
clothes.
to sponsor an
Indeed.
item. Do you know what
Especially
I mean?
you
Sometimes
stone item.
I look at it and I feel like,
Oh yeah.
you need a friend, innit?
Yeah, that's what we did last stream.
Yeah, grab a few things. But
I have a question for you actually.
okay, let's go for it.
Obviously you're doing your lovely waste clearance business as well.
So
How
lovely
has
and
it
clean.
been juggling the two?
Oh, mate, but I've come to the terms of it. It is impossible. It isn't it? Look, it's really, really hard to do two things at once, and I've learnt the sort of hard way with that now. And I didn't want to let it come true in a sense. I was trying to fight my best to keep it going, but yeah, look, you're better off finding the one that's either doing better or you enjoy the most and putting all your time into it, because you can definitely perform a lot better. Yeah, doing two things at once, mate, you can't be in two places at once. Let's be fair. So doing two businesses, like there's a lot that again I wish that I could have been part of with the Throwback Fashion a bit more. Of course, so I definitely think like even the sales last night, like I think that even just
that you like that, and I like being with it.
Well, you say that like again, it's not. I wouldn't even say it's my enjoyment in a sense, but I believe I have got a bit of a knack to sort of sell when I'm in the mood. I definitely guess, because again, another thing with live shopping, you can't go in it half-heartedly.
No, you need the energy.
Oh, 100%.
The energy gets the sales. Like people want people like sellers to like sell the item rather than just be like, oh, here it is. If you want it, have it.
But then at the same time, there's a knack to it, because if you're too forceful, it's just going to push someone thinking, why are they trying to sell this? Why don't I want to go on? So it's like finding that healthy. yeah, pretty much. But I definitely think focus on one thing. Don't do two things at once. Like life's busy as it is,
of course.
Because you've like, do you know, I've got 100 things going on at once anyway. Yeah. So then adding like two businesses, like again, think like in a normal day in life, you have like your friends, your relationships. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Your social like sort of bubble, your clubs and fitness and whatever.
I think that's what I was guilty of as well through it. I think I spent too much time on Throwback Fashion, not because I didn't want it to succeed, but I kind of neglected other parts of my life. Yeah. But you need to have that balance, and it goes back to the time management. Yeah. How
did you find that then? So going back onto that, so answering your question, definitely don't recommend doing two things at once. Don't. You know, it can be like because you think, oh, that's for the eggs in the basket, but sometimes you're better off putting your eggs in sort of one in a sense. Yeah. Again, don't get me wrong, you can have your investments and stuff like that. I think it's always good. There's a 3 split or whatever it is. Yeah. That's how I think we even spoke about, didn't we? Yeah. So that's a good sort of thing. But anyway, back on to what we're saying, because I've gone off topic here. What was we getting into just then? About the 33, about the social, that's it. So with what you're saying, with neglecting and all that, how did you find, like, because business was new to you in a sense.
Yes, yeah.
So obviously jumping straight into it, and then like saying, what do you feel like you've neglected and missed, or do you?
I think it's not that I've missed experiences. I think it was. So I came out of uni, and then the hours I was doing with Throwback Fashion was maybe like 9 till 9, like doing 12-hour days. I was not used to that. Yeah. So I think that took a toll first 100%. Off, and then I think I just felt like I was missing out on things. But the things I was missing out on, maybe like going out, I didn't really. Yeah, like, I'd rather be there, like trudging along.
It's like sort of a love-hate sort of thing. That's it. So you always want what you can't have, in a sense.
That's it.
So with going forward from that, how do you feel? Because how would you say this? So we'll go into a bit more detail later on. But with going forward for yourself, how do you feel like you will apply how you do other things in future? Yeah, with actually trying to keep that sort of life and doing like, have you got plans? So
definitely like structuring your days more, like having like a schedule,
routine,
routine.
I think routine
does. It does,
massive in it. Definitely with like mental, physical, just like even like sleep.
Sleep is so important,
like massively.
So I must be getting like 6 hours a day, but that's probably not enough. And they say there's this thing called like sleep debt. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I'll get the gist
like,
of it.
Say if you have 6 hours a day for like a couple of weeks, you can say you can have 10 hours of sleep one day,
Yeah.
but that's not enough to make up for what you've
No,
lost.
don't. Yeah.
You just have to keep that schedule going.
I do think, and it's hard. Definitely with. So obviously, I've done a lot of partying in my time.
Yeah,
So obviously, I've probably got a load of sleep debt.
yeah.
But
can't catch up on that one.
yeah, I don't think we're going to catch up unless I want to sleep away.
Yeah.
But the point being with that though, it's like it's hard to sometimes imagine like going out, having a real hectic, silly one, and then getting up and having to perform at your highest level.
That's it.
Because it has definitely taken a toll on me on ones. So that's why I've had to cut down sort of going out. And you do it out of sort of choice, have to, but also because again, I think it's that again it sort of takes away from what your potential.
That's it. Yeah.
So again, it's a tricky one because I would say like I was very used to being able to do what I want when I want.
Yeah.
If that be going on a holiday, I never had to miss a holiday. Or I never had to sort of like miss on a night out unless I wanted to.
Yeah.
This time round, it's like the last 2 years, I think I've been definitely missed out on certain holidays.
Yeah.
Because I thought, right, well, money's gone in this way. I want it to work. Do you know what I mean? So the time goes in there. If I go spend silly money on a holiday for a week, that money could have been spent more beneficial elsewhere.
What do you think? Yeah.
Well, again, it's that thing because I do believe I'll get to a point where there's a time and place again for that.
But you can do it.
I just think this is the phase in sort of my time to do it.
Yeah.
So going forward as well then, so with saying that you feel like you've missed a few things, is there anything that you're looking in the future to be doing in the sense of the like experiences or places you want to go? Like,
so I guess this could go into like what I want to do next career-wise.
Yeah, let's jump straight
Go straight into that.
Let's go on,
So yeah, I made the decision to like pull away from Throwback Fashion. Big decision because I want to kind of step into my other passion, which is like music. So I've always been a big music person. My friend Josh went to like uni for like sound engineering. So he came out with a degree. He can DJ, does a bit of production. Gave me a little flavour for it. I've always got like a song ready in my head like to produce. So I've always wanted to try that.
Well, this is the thing. So I know a few years ago, before I obviously, we're probably talking about maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I know you
said... Oh, yeah, I remember this.
I think, didn't I even sell you a DJ deck?
I didn't buy it off you, but I remember you wanted to do a DJ thing.
Yeah, so I had a DJ deck, and well, no, that's not.
But yeah. Oh dear.
But so now I remember, because it's been definitely, and you'd been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because I think it might not have been. I might have been sending it for Nathan for you because there was one there.
You were saying you were doing it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, and I gave. Mate, bought the laptop, bought the thing. And, yeah, didn't go too far with it. Weren't really a bit of me in the end. But yeah, when you were saying it was trying to get you on board with that, but then obviously you had your commitments with uni and stuff like that. So it's always been a little sort of interest to yours.
Side thing. Yeah.
Was you interested before I even mentioned it at that point?
Oh yeah,
I was
always.
I think I remember taking you upstairs, wasn't it?
Yeah. I've always watched like old DJ sets, new ones, listen to.
I definitely think it's getting one of them will definitely throw a load of new experiences your way.
Oh, for sure.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I think after this like TBF experience, I can say I'm ready for like tackling anything.
I do, because I think before you stepped into Throwback Fashion as a person, and then now how you are at the end of it, what are the differences do you reckon that you've noticed in yourself, for example?
I think like uni was very independent, I think, and they kind of taught you to like deal with it yourself, especially in the maths degree.
Okay.
But I think I've kind of come out of my shell a lot with Throwback Fashion. So like just to dealing with people, like communication 100%. With me, I think, is a big thing.
Yeah.
Just knowing when to ask for help and things like that. And it goes into like TBF's my first experience like managing someone.
Oh yeah.
So when we got Teddy on,
it
was our first streamer, and I was like I had this managing role, like managing him as he streamed, and showing what I'd learned in the short space of time with my clothing knowledge.
Yeah, it was very short.
It was very short. Luckily, he had some background, but I could pass on the torch to him.
Yeah, 100%.
To like get him up to speed to what I was.
Yeah,
and that was quite gratifying. Like I liked that.
This thing, I think you took onto it very well. I think again at the first you was hiding on a bit of stress with it. Very rightly so. But I think once that we spoke about those things, I think now any sort of problem that comes your way, you'll definitely be able to tackle it 100 times stronger.
But so back then, let's say back then, if a problem came my way, I may disregard it,
Oh, yeah.
but no longer.
No.
You can't be doing
Well,
that.
we can talk about the most recent one, can't we?
We can.
With the bag. So this is what we
Yeah.
was previously speaking about, and we
Yeah.
can get to it. So about that problem. So basically, what's the best way of jumping straight into this is like we had an issue with a parcel.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to say it?
I'll say it, because you didn't know about it
No,
initially.
I didn't. No,
So I sent a parcel to the wrong person. And bear in mind, you'd briefed me on this when we were doing the clothes, like, I had an issue with this like before.
Yeah.
You can't mess this up.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about bags.
Yeah.
Like
What bags?
£600 bag that
Yeah.
I'd given
I think
to the
it
wrong
wasn't only
person.
600. I think it was 2 of them, wasn't it?
So it was a £600 bag and then a £300 bag.
Okay, so we're at 900.
So I'd sent. There were 2 people.
Yeah.
I'd sent one bag to the wrong person and not sent the other
that was
bag.
the Louis Vuitton Alma.
That
and
was
then
the
what was the other one?
Alma.
Louis Vuitton
Papillon.
Pavillon,
Yeah.
level one.
And it was a couple of week process of trying to get it back. And more of the story, I didn't tell Shay about it. In a sense, it was because I wanted to show that I could like just sort it out.
And to be
myself.
fair, you did though.
Yeah.
And literally, it was the day that we finally, because it sort of come to a thing where like we figured it out.
Yeah. Come to a head.
Yeah, because it'd been like probably about 2, and I think, why is this money not dropping and all that? And I'm talking to people and whatnot, trying to get it sorted and all that.
Yeah. It's funny how things work because that morning was the day it got sorted.
Oh yeah, literally at my door.
But if that hadn't happened, like the stress on me,
I'd have been confused.
And I think that's another thing. Like if you don't announce a problem, it will just build up within you.
Oh mate,
and it will cause even more stress. Like it caused me so much stress.
This is the thing. So like this is what I tried to express to you way before that as well. It was like, again, you're better off sort of telling me because I could have helped you through that whole situation, for example. But again, you did actually deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, I like to believe you deal with it straight away.
No, I don't.
But yeah, the funny thing was, I was like, well, where's the other bag then? I was being in the cupboard. And I went, so you hit the problem? No, I'll just put it in the drawer.
I just put it there for safekeeping.
Yeah, keep that one.
So that we didn't actually send that one.
Luckily, we had a really nice customer, and she actually did send it back to us.
Yes.
And we have then now sent
because
her
usually, if someone receives a £600 bag,
they're
not going to be inclined to send it back, are they?
Nah, definitely. Because again, but then to be fair, she did have a nice bag as well. To be fair, that probably ever put on in. So I guess it worked out well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I said, very lucky in that situation. But again, I think so using that now because you'll be doing your own thing. You'll be completely on your own. So
that's it.
This is where we'll get into it. So with the Throwback Fashion, we're both taking the sort of agreement that we are now going to sort of close up shop just before the end of April.
Yes.
So we've been doing this now together for about a year, 2 years for myself.
Yeah.
And the reason we are making this decision is just due to you want to take a new adventure on your own and do your own thing.
Yeah.
And again, doing the 2 things at once just ain't working for me, sadly. As much as I was trying to put things in place to keep it going, it just don't work like that. You need to be in the business.
Yeah.
You can't start a business and not be in the business. So I think that's why we've made the agreement. We're going to sort of like get what we've got left sold. So is anyone looking for a really good price, nice still?
Yeah. Just come along to our lives. We're selling it very cheap.
But the thing is, like I said, it's been a good journey for like both of us in a sense on that.
I don't think we've mentioned this yet, but we are cousins.
Yes,
he's my cousin.
That is true. Yeah, we actually.
It's funny because
yeah.
like before Throwback Fashion, we hadn't really spoken a lot.
No,
so it was really good to just to catch up with you.
We'll have that time together and and I think that's still going to stick though now.
Oh, easily.
Do you know what I mean? So like I say, if you're
the
DJing,
experiences you've had,
I want backstage tickets. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
Darts there.
Oh, of course.
Probably don't let me play with the decks though, because.
You'll break them.
Can't go wrong. Turn it off.
Of course.
But no, like I said, but 100%. So it was good, definitely spending that quality time with one another and having this experience now that's always going to stay with us in a sense. Brought us closer in a sense at that time.
Because even though some people could look at it like, oh, it didn't work. You get so many opinions on these things when you start things. Especially when I started this.
Well, I wouldn't even say it hasn't worked because we've definitely grown it to a point and we, like I say, we was about to take that next step anyway. Yeah. Like I said, you want to do your own thing. It's something that's been a passion of yours, and you should, again, if you've got something that you really want to give a go, you've got to go for it, ain't you? Because you don't want to always live with what if. So literally, we was about to build tech.
Yeah.
A new website that linked all these tools, and again, the network that was growing. Like I said, the products we was getting in, we was spending. Well, Lewis was like, you know what I mean, saying the stuff we was getting in was top quality stuff, and we were spending about 10 grand nearly a week.
We were.
On new products. So I think, and that would only have increased over time.
Yeah.
So I do feel like, again, wouldn't say it even failed. I think we've learned
No.
what we've needed from it, and we've both taken away a lot. And I just think our time's just going to be better spent
That's it.
doing.
I mean, the
what we
experience
choose.
we've gained
Oh,
is
massively.
paramount.
This
You
is
can't take that away.
This is another thing as well. Like, again, going to bring.
Go on.
I will be getting Lewis on the podcast.
Yeah,
at some
yeah,
point,
we
so
will.
you can put a bit of face to the name. But me and him, we literally talk every single day. Like, best mate of mine, like, again, we went to school and all that, so like, it's a good thing as well. We, you know what I mean, keep in touch as much as we do with our busy lives.
Yeah.
He's very, very, very busy.
Yes.
But where was I going with it? I always go sidetrack. But we're talking about right. That's it. So when you're doing a business as well, like majority of people, again, they do different businesses until they really find the one that clicks, and then it levels up. And the reason it takes them few before is because you're learning. So all the stuff you're learning with, like, again, time management, networking, social media, all these little things, and even, like, again, keeping track of the money coming in, how you spend it, finances, stuff like that. All these other businesses build and create a character that's strong enough to actually take on that next step.
Exactly.
Every step there's different problems.
Of course.
Always.
Some we haven't encountered yet, and they're going to come up.
Massively.
And then,
definitely like the waste, like the things that.
the recent one,
Yeah, there's just loads of different things. Do you know what I mean? Like insurance.
You're never going to be void of problems. There's always going to come up.
No.
This is how you deal with them.
Yeah, 100%. So it's like, again, but I always say, like, again, there's no point panicking right away. So, like, again, I had an issue with my insurance of recent ways because obviously the insurance for my van is just sky high this year. Oh, it's ridiculous. But again, we got over it, sorted it out, see that had to work, and brought it down a little bit, nothing major. But again, we keep on pushing. But I do feel like, again, what we've learned in this one, definitely with yourself now, because I think with the DJing something completely new, you're going to attack it at a level that you could actually probably advertise it a lot better as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You got that insight now, and you could sort of be confident and sell your. Got a bit of sales to your name now as well. So I think that'd be really wicked. And like I say, I think you do very, very well with it. Yeah. I bet you are looking forward to it.
That's it.
What's your moves going forward with it then? So I know you've not got too many plans in.
Indeed.
So I'm really intrigued about this, by the way, because you're going to be hearing it just as much as me. So what's the strategy? Have you had much thought into it at all?
There's a little bit of thought. I love house music and techno, things like that.
Perfect,
So I'd love to, like, start producing that. There's a big scene for it, like UK bass at the minute, Fred again, Katama, all those DJs But you don't want to. You want to carve out your own niche, of course.
Gotcha.
So you want to kind of follow a little bit and then divert. So, like, when I used to stream on Twitch, my Twitch name is vague, so I don't know if I'm going to continue that name or pick something else. But I like wear a mask normally, and then. But then you don't want to copy like things like people like Marshmallow. No. So it's all these different things you could do.
So there's so many things you can do, and again, I think the thing is, don't try too hard to then try and be something that you're not. I think using your own character in a sense and what feels natural to you will sort of reflect a bit more. Yeah, because people will sort of sense a bit of try hard sort of thing. So I think you're better off going with it. And again, don't overthink. The hardest thing, with anything, whether it be doing a business, like influencing on social media, going down the gym, starting a new sport. The hardest part is starting and getting there. And it's not hard as in like it's impossible, but like people just get stuck on that first thing of just making a start. Mm-hmm. Don't ponder around with it. No. Go for it. So like you're gonna learn
don't think,
on the
just
job.
Do.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Don't be afraid of making mistakes.
No, and I've learned that the hard way.
Don't be afraid of making mistakes, because at the end of the day, if you work at something, make mistakes, you learn from it and you become so much more stronger from it. The mistakes are just steps of becoming that better person. That's it, I think, and definitely more. You learn so much from it. Yeah. Again, because you don't want to constantly. Well, it depends if you don't learn from them. To be fair.
True. There's always a lesson to be learned.
Oh, always. So, like, mate, the amount of lessons I've learned, and it's pointing me in the right direction. With even how you speak with people, how you keep your customers happy. Do you know what I mean? Like how you present yourself. So yeah, definitely. Honestly, best of luck to you. Like I said, any help you ever need, you know what I mean. I'm always here to help.
You're my cur.
Exactly that.
That's it.
100%. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes as well. And again, like the parties that's going to come with it.
I'll be there. I'll be helping you out.
Well, you better be there. No party without a DJ, is
Exactly.
But yeah, even like the producing side of it, that's going to be completely new.
That's it.
So will you just be learning yourself, or will you be actually?
So I think, as I mentioned, Josh, I think he'll be able to help.
He's going to be your mentor.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. It's good to have someone like that. A bit like Lewis with the club.
Exactly. You've always got to have a mentor. I think with DJing as well, it's quite. going back into that independent side of things. But now that I know, it's not a crime to reach out to someone and just
No,
ask like the
100%.
question.
Well, with the networking side of thing as
That's
well, the
it.
best thing I can sort of suggest with you is as well look at other people that are like upcoming. And sort of make sure you go into certain, mate, it's going to be a couple late nights for you though. You're going to have to get used to them after a sleep.
I'm used to them now.
There you go. Perfect. So
it.
I think go into them sort of events and get in, seeing people, speaking to people, and don't be afraid to reach out to people and ask for advice.
Yeah.
And I think you're more than confident now to do that.
That's it.
So I've got to say,
And I'll always be going back to you.
Yeah, no, 100%. Anything you ever need, like I said, always have to help. Like I say, I'm looking forward to it.
That's it.
Big things are coming.
I'm looking forward to where Waste It goes now.
Same here.
That's it. Yeah.
got like I say, I think by the end of April, like I say, we're right at the start of it. We're going to finish up with Throwback Fashion.
Yeah.
Get that sort of cleared up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy month, but it's going to be a good one. And I think going into the summer was the busy time of year for definitely Waste. Do you know what I mean?
You'll be a lot of good jobs.
Like I say, see some big improvements and some quick growth.
That's it.
That's the plan.
Nice.
Well, Zac, I'm going to be honest. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about just before we sort of come to the end of this pod?
I think I'm good. We've discussed most things.
Well, like I say, I think the next pod we'll be doing, hopefully we'll be talking about your next
my first release.
First release, there we go, people. So we definitely, like I say, did you enjoy your first podcast?
For sure. Yeah.
I've definitely enjoyed this.
Yeah.
It's been good. I've enjoyed it. I'm glad we've done it together. Like I say, it's something that we can always talk about.
Yeah. Or maybe do another one. I can
exactly that. No, 100%. Like I say, big things are coming for both of us, and I'm looking forward to where the journey takes us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. We are coming to the end of the podcast. Big thank you for Zac for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. I've enjoyed it. It's been great. Cool. Well, thank you very much, everyone. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.